Hello, welcome to the Saratoga Museum Podcast. I'm Museum Director Justin Horn. Join me as we explore the history of southern Wyoming's Platte River Valley, Carbon County, and wider Wyoming. On April 30th, 2026, the Saratoga Museum led a historic walking tour of Saratoga, Wyoming, as a field trip for the attendees of the Wyoming Outdoor Recreation Summit. Carbon County decided to welcome the conference attendees by showing her loving embrace in the form of a wet spring snowstorm. Nothing too severe for those familiar with Wyoming's fickle weather, but it did force one to cast their mind back to the early immigrants, soldiers, and fur traders who first came to what is now Wyoming, many of them walking. One example, the boys of Company K. During the American Civil War, horses were in high demand back east. Thus, the soldiers of the western frontier, even the horse soldiers of the cavalry, often found themselves without mounts. Tasked with patrolling the trails, protecting the mail and immigrant routes, and securing telegraph lines, many of the men of Company K of the 11th Ohio Cavalry found themselves walking from Fort Leavenworth, Kansas to Fort Laramie, Wyoming. From Fort Laramie, the company was officially transferred to Fort Halleck at the base of Elk Mountain in November 1864. 75 soldiers and 2 officers completed the arduous, snowy 100 miles as the crow flies, 5-day march, finally arriving at Fort Halleck on November 24th. Thinking about Company K puts things into perspective while we were walking through beautiful downtown Saratoga in 2026. It was a little cold, but after an hour on the tour, we returned to the Platte Valley Community Center to warm up, a luxury the boys of Company K could only have dreamed of. But walking does offer some advantages. A chance to slow down, a chance to take in the beauty and the history of our amazing country. That is one reason that the Carbon County 250 Committee is promoting the National Walk 250 initiative, to walk 250 miles by the 4th of July. Anyone who participates will be honored at the Carbon County Wyoming Day celebration on July 10th at Rollins' Depot Park. To further help motivate and engage with the America 250 initiative, the Saratoga Museum has also produced a historic walking tour of Saratoga. It is available on the Izzy Travel app at izi.travel. The Saratoga Museum Podcast is a production of the Saratoga Historical and Cultural Association. Thank you for listening.